Before we get very far into our next story, we do have a warning for you tonight. What you're about to see and hear may not be suitable for children. Tonight, take a walk in their world.
Transpicuous news, connecting the dots between the lines.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Transpicuous News. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Just before I was ready to go live, got a little breaking news story, a breaking news story. So we've scrapped the whole show. We're kind of moving it all around. We're going to start with this one. Because, oh, my friends, it's lovely. When the pieces all fall together so nice and neatly, you just go, oh, it's such a pretty picture. I mean, it's not a pretty picture, but, you know, I just like it when it all falls together so nice. So guess what? There was a company buyout that happened a few days ago. And funnily enough, it's not getting any news coverage whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I had to go digging to find the article, and the only reason I found it is because I knew the names of the companies who were involved. So apparently, a few days ago, a certain company bought out the biggest hydroponics marijuana grower in Colorado. Scott's Miracle Grow by Santa Rosa-based General Hydroponics. This is the biggest hydroponics medical marijuana grower in Colorado. And they got bought out by Scott's Miracle Grow, who of course is a subsidiary of Roundup, who's of course owned by Monsanto. Are you all shocked? Oh, you're all just like, oh my God, okay. But here's the thing. You jump down the rabbit hole. Little stories have come up in the news over the last couple of years that make you go, oh, that's going to be something to watch. Definitely. So, you know, like, for example, the fact that Monsanto has been working on GMO marijuana. Oh, genetically modified marijuana. And then, of course, there was the stories that were coming in about South America back in 2013. Uruguay passes a law to decriminalize and actually legalize marijuana. And who's the first company down there? It's Monsanto. Several South American countries were playing games with Monsanto marijuana. But here's the big piece. Do you know who the #1 financial contributor was to encourage Uruguay to legalize marijuana? George Soros. And do you know who happens to hold a really big chunk of Monsanto? George Soros. Isn't that special? Aren't you so thrilled to know this? But it gets better, because then you got to start putting the pieces of the puzzle together. What's been the biggest push in the last year? It just keeps going around Congress. And I keep hearing that they've legalized pot, and yet then you can't find anything about it. It was in the 2015 budget. Yes, it was. And yet no news comes out about it. It's like it's there, but it wasn't really made legal. Or if it was, no one's talking about it yet. Who's one of the biggest contributors to let's call political financial contributors in the US. Why? It's both Monsanto and George Soros. Do you see where I'm going? Okay, now let's follow one more thing. Who owns all the patents on the medical applications of marijuana? The United States government does. It's true. Every patent they could come up with for marijuana, the United States government owns. So we have the government pushing for legalizing marijuana, and we have Monsanto and their GMO marijuana. And the fact they've already done their tests down in Uruguay and several other South American nations. Now they've bought up the biggest hydroponics medical marijuana grower in Colorado. Wow. Are they testing? Testing. 1, 2, 3. My friends, it's going to be very, very interesting. Let's watch this very, very closely, because there's some serious shenanigans going on, and I just love pointing out the shenanigans.
Transpicuous news, connecting the dots between the lines.